What's going on, everyone? Nick Daniels here. Thanks for watching the video. So as I was saying, yeah, so a big thing when I used to have Facebook, and Facebook in particular was kind of the one that used to bug me probably the most though about this, was I used to get like really sad, because I was going through some really tough times back in the day, and what would happen was I would kind of go into Facebook and I would see, like I would see these personalities in this, you know, this, oh my god, like this excitement, you know, and you kind of almost want to replicate that, which was a big deal. So like I think I got a little envious of that, you know, if I'm not lying. You know, I'd see people posting and it's like, hey, you know, it'd be like the newest fucking family photos, or I don't know, I don't fucking know anything. They got a dog, like, you know, and you just fucking see that shit, right? I'm trying to feel if the person's behind me or not. Okay, I thought I had company. Just makes this fucking awkward if someone's following me. But yeah, so I used to kind of see that, and I mean, I'm not lying, I think I used to compare myself to them, like just people in general, when I would see that. And it was a big problem because at the time, like I don't know, I don't think I really clued in to what was happening there. And so I would kind of go on and like I would get fucking sad, I'd get fucking depressed, because and this is just a personal standpoint, this isn't like the documentary you're gonna watch on YouTube in 20 minutes. This is me. But I would go on, I'd get fucking sad, I would see that, I'd log out, it would kind of like ruin the day a bit, you know? It was like, right, I don't feel like I have that. So I kind of started trying that. I would kind of, you know, I'd be posting stuff all the time, right? And what I would notice is that, like, you'd even compare yourself to somebody else who got more likes on a photo. Like it's some cute girl in high school and I'm an alright looking, I don't even know if I'm alright looking, I'm fucking hideous. You know, and then I'm also in high school, but like this girl's blowing me away and it's like, what the fuck? And then you go to her friends list and she's got like 1,000 people. And you'd be like, does she even know 100 of them? Right, that's my first question. Like, who in that list does this girl actually like know and talk to on the daily? I don't know. And that was kind of one of the biggest things. It was like, you don't even know these people. You know, at least YouTube, people like willingly follow you. I don't follow any of them back. I don't know who's following me, you know, unless you like directly like get in contact with me. It ain't happening. And Instagram, you know, it's kind of the same way. I do like Instagram a little bit more though than some of the others, but it's just a fucking cesspool. It's all the same. A big thing like going on there, like even recently, because I do photography on Instagram, I have an open page, so I just kind of invite anyone to check it out. If you, I don't know if you like it, check it out. Fucking free, help yourself. But I don't really follow that many people back. Like even buddies of mine I won't follow, friends, whoever. It's like I just don't care enough. I'm sorry. Like I log out of my social media apps. It's that bad. Like, so you know, like if I go on Instagram, I have to log in first. Most people never do that. They think I told someone that, they thought I was insane. And the fact that I only spend maybe a couple minutes a day. YouTube is different. YouTube, I'll watch a video while I'm doing something. So if anything, YouTube is hours a day. You know, on a decent day, and it's just literally because I'm doing other things on my other monitor and I just like something in the background playing, so I just kind of slap on a video in the meantime. But yeah, I think it was like a huge depression thing for me personally, and then when I ended up deleting Facebook, I felt like so much better. Like I couldn't believe it. It was like how much fucking better I just felt as a person overall, and I started noticing it a lot more too, about other people. So what I would, and not the depressing part, but what I would do is I would hang out with friends. We would go places and whatever, and it would be the fucking talk, right? Like that was like, it was the conversation at the table, right? Like how ridiculous is that? You'd be sitting there and be like, oh, hey, do you see Amanda's new picture on Facebook? You know, and it's like, dude, like I'd be sitting there and be like, no, I didn't, right? And they think that they almost think like you're weird, like you don't have it, like you're not. And I was like, you know, there's more people out there that don't have Facebook than you know, or Twitter or whatever. Like it's not like everybody in the fucking world, you know, it's confined. It's the opposite. There's more out there than you know, right? Obviously one is higher than the other in numbers, but So that started happening, and I noticed that people were just fucking hooked on it. Yeah, it was like, I met this guy, we were working together, he was like 16. I'm like, I don't even know how old I am at the time. 20, 23, 24. And I'm pretty set in my way of how I'm doing things. And this guy is 16, right? And I'm training him, and we're just shooting the shit. Seems like a good kid. I like him. And I asked, we mentioned that one day, and I asked him, I was like, yeah, like, how, if you don't mind me asking, I was like, how often do you spend on those apps? Like, does it tell you on your phone? And he goes, yeah. He goes, let me take a look. Looks like I never really thought about looking. And he's like, today alone I spent like 5 hours, and it was only like late in the afternoon, right? Like late in the afternoon, evening. And he's like, I'm still gonna go home, and I'm still gonna look at like Facebook, and you know what I mean? And it's like, holy fuck, man. Like, like, I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like, you need to wake up every waking minute of the day and be productive. But I'm like, just imagine what you can do with an extra 5 hours a day, right? That you just didn't get glued to your phone. Like, you could go out and do something. And yeah, and then then of course you hear like the everyday fucking bullshit. Sorry, I heard somebody running. They're over there, but I'm over here, so they don't actually, nobody's over here in this little fucking ATV area. They're all in this like they're like in this big trail right over here. Fucking social distancing my ass. But yeah, so like a big thing there, like you'll always hear like the dopamine fucking argument. And it makes sense, but basically like dopamine, I'm not gonna really explain it here really well to what I understand it is, but it's basically like a chemical in the brain that is released. It's a good sensation. You get it from various things like gambling, social media, fucking sex, right? And it kind of tells you this is good, right? So a couple ways you get that from social media: you get a notification, you get a message, you get that ding, right? Big thing when I had Facebook as well, and then maybe this was just me. I used to, oh, there's a guy up there. That's fucking awkward. We're leaving. Every time I used to like log out of Facebook for a while, like I'd log out for like weeks, months, whatever, right? It would fucking email me and be like, did you see Katie's new post last week? And that's literally what it would be. And then it would be like, log in to check it out. I don't want to check it out. I don't care what it is, right? I don't know what she posted, and it has nothing to do with me. It's what it's telling you. It has nothing to do with you, but it wants you to log in. It wants you to go in there, right? We're gonna make money, right? And then there's also the argument that like all your information stays in there forever. Like when you delete your Facebook account, it's not like gone. Well, the good thing is that they haven't really got anything on me in years. So whatever they did have was completely out of date, and I'm completely happy at that. And yeah, and like I'd have like random people adding me that I never met, or like I saw once in my life, and then like you go to reach out to them and they just ignore you. And I was like, alright. The one good thing I like about social media is the way that you can keep in contact with people. Like if you're like a fairly outgoing person and you're like, man, I really want to do this networking. Like I want to make sure people are, they're doing okay. It's perfect. It is fucking perfect. And that's the one thing like I always take away. Like if you're trying to keep in touch with family that are across the country, if you've got a friend you haven't seen in a long time, if you're just using it for the messaging, like Facebook's got the messaging app for free. You just add a profile, hit them up anytime you're on Wi-Fi. Don't need anything. You don't need a plan. You don't need anything. Free Wi-Fi. Here you go. Message, call, video chat. Like you do it all. But like I've said in my TikTok review, people's attention spans are so short, and like literally, how do you think they fucking made Facebook? They made it to the point that you could, like, they would take up the most of your day. That's the whole point of it. Like as much time as they could use as possible to get out of you, right? And it's true. Like I used to be on there, and I used to do it. Like I used to look around, and then it's weird because like when you stop like using it so often, you really you start thinking about it, and you're like, man, like this is weird. Like you don't think that would be a thing, but in like 2020, it's a big thing. All right, well, anyway, I'll let that call go for a minute, and I'm gonna call buddy back, but that'll be a minute. So we'll let the ringtone go for a minute there. You get to hear that. But anyway, in kind of conclusion of the rant, I do want to preference the fact that I don't hate social media, and I'm not going to be pissed off if somebody uses it. I think it is what it is. But I think I don't think social media is helping us in our capabilities of talking to one another. I don't think it's helping us in other ways of like building a personality. Like I said, if you go to have a conversation with somebody who's just completely addicted to their phone / social media, you're gonna notice a little bit of a difference, I think. You know, I'm obviously at that point in life that I clearly have realized it's a bit fucked, and I'm still using YouTube and I'm still using Instagram, but I log out of Instagram and I use my YouTube obviously to post my own content. I don't really watch YouTubers, and I just do my own thing. I think that's okay, but at the same time, I'm still not completely off the grid like other people. And I obviously will admit that any day of the week, and I'm happy to. I'm happy to admit that, right? I still find social media is a great way to be creative, but what you'll find the majority of is I just find it's these fake profiles that just are 24/7, never a bad day in your fucking life. And then you get the opposite, where you get these like cancer profiles where it's like it's just like these completely uneducated fools, and they just act like idiots, and it is what it is, right? They just do these really stupid things, which is funny. So anyway, there's a woman walking there. We're gonna end the video here, I think. I'm gonna do a couple of pictures, and we're gonna call that guy back. So I just want you guys to don't think down on me for the whole social media rant here. If you use it, I got nothing against you, power to you, but it's not for me, not really in the long run. So I don't know. Anyway, that's been my thoughts on social media. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.